Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today's story is a heartwarming and emotional journey about Ly Tu Anh's birthday, an ordinary day that turns into an unforgettable moment of love, care, and transformation. On her special day, Ly Tu Anh did not expect any surprises, but CEO Tung and a young engineer secretly prepared a meaningful gift for her. Instead of a grand celebration, they chose something simple yet deeply touching, a beautiful new dress that symbolizes confidence, change, and self-love. Through their thoughtful gesture, Ly Tu Anh slowly realizes her own worth and begins to see herself in a new light. What starts as a quiet birthday surprise soon becomes a powerful emotional moment that awakens hope and a new beginning in her heart. If you enjoyed this touching story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more emotional, inspiring, and dramatic stories like this. Your support means a lot and helps us bring more meaningful content to you every day. Thank you for watching and see you in the next story. On this special day, it was Ly Tu Anh's birthday, a day that should have been filled with laughter, celebrations, and bright memories. Yet she chose to keep it simple, just like most days of her quiet life. She did not plan any party, nor did she expect any grand surprises. To her, birthdays had slowly become just another reminder of time passing by, rather than a moment to be celebrated. She spent the morning as usual, moving gently through her routine, unaware that something meaningful was quietly being prepared behind the scenes. What she did not know was that CEO Tung and a young engineer who had always admired her strength and kindness were both planning something deeply thoughtful for her. Not something loud or extravagant, but something that would touch her heart in a way she would never forget. These two people, despite their different personalities and positions in life, shared one common intention. They wanted Ly Tu Anh to feel seen, valued, and encouraged to embrace a new version of herself. CEO Tung, with his calm leadership and thoughtful nature, believed that small, meaningful gestures could sometimes change a person's entire outlook on life. The engineer, on the other hand, brought a more gentle and emotional perspective, always noticing the little things about her that others often overlooked. Together, they carefully discussed what would make her happiest, not in a material sense, but in a way that would inspire her from within. After thoughtful consideration, they decided on a gift that symbolized transformation, a beautiful new dress that would not just be worn, but would represent a shift in how she saw herself. For them, this birthday was not just about celebration, but about awakening confidence, encouraging self-love, and gently guiding her toward a brighter emotional path. As they prepared everything in silence, there was a sense of anticipation in the air, as if they were not just planning a surprise, but shaping a memory that would stay with her forever. Meanwhile, Ly Tu Anh continued her day as usual, unaware that behind her calm routine, a heartfelt moment was slowly unfolding, waiting for the perfect time to arrive. When Ly Tu Anh stepped into the familiar room that afternoon, she expected nothing out of the ordinary. The space was quiet, softly lit, and carried the same peaceful atmosphere as always. She had no reason to suspect that this day would be different from any other. However, the moment she gently pushed the door open, she felt something unusual in the air, an almost warm, expectant silence that made her pause for a second. Before she could even ask a question, she noticed CEO Tung standing near the table, his expression calm but carrying a subtle hint of anticipation. Beside him was the young engineer, slightly nervous yet smiling softly, as if trying to hide the excitement in his heart. Both of them turned toward her at the same time, and in unison they said, "Happy birthday, Ly Tu Anh." Their voices were not loud, but they carried a sincerity that immediately touched her. For a moment, Ly Tu Anh froze. She did not expect anyone to remember her birthday so thoughtfully, let alone prepare something for her. Her eyes moved from CEO Tung to the engineer, trying to understand what was happening. Then she noticed a small, beautifully wrapped gift placed carefully on the table. The wrapping was simple, yet elegant, showing that it was chosen with care rather than extravagance. CEO Tung gently gestured toward the box, inviting her to open it. The engineer stood slightly behind, watching her reaction with quiet hope, as if the meaning of the entire moment depended on her smile. With slightly trembling hands, Ly Tu Anh approached the table. She slowly untied the ribbon and lifted the lid of the box. Inside, she found a stunning new dress, delicate, graceful, and carefully chosen to match her personality in a way she had never seen before. The fabric looked soft and light, with colors that radiated warmth and elegance. It was not just a piece of clothing, it felt like a reflection of something deeper, something she had perhaps forgotten about herself over time. For a few seconds, she could not speak. Her heart tightened with emotion as she looked at the gift, overwhelmed by the thoughts and care behind it. CEO Tung quietly said that they chose this gift because they wanted her to feel renewed, to see herself in a new light, and to step into a version of herself that was confident and beautiful, both inside and out. The engineer nodded gently, adding that they had noticed how often she cared for others but rarely for herself. Ly Tu Anh listened silently, her eyes slightly shimmering, as she realized that this was not just a birthday surprise, it was a moment of genuine understanding and kindness. In that quiet room, surrounded by warmth and sincerity, she felt something she had not felt in a long time, truly being valued. CEO Tung then stepped a little closer, his expression calm yet deeply sincere, as if he wanted every word to stay in Ly Tu Anh's heart for a long time. He softly told her that the dress was not chosen just for beauty, but for transformation. "This is not about changing who you are," he said gently, "but about helping you see who you already are inside, strong, capable, and worthy of being confident." His voice carried a quiet certainty that made the atmosphere feel even warmer. The young engineer nodded in agreement, adding that sometimes people become so focused on responsibilities and daily struggles that they forget to take care of themselves. He said he had often noticed how Ly Tu Anh always put others first, never asking for anything in return, and that today was their way of reminding her that she also deserved happiness, attention, and love. Ly Tu Anh stood still for a moment, holding the dress close to her chest. The room suddenly felt different, no longer just a familiar space, but a place filled with emotion and meaning. She looked at CEO Tung and then at the engineer, her eyes slowly softening. For a long time, she had been used to being strong in silence, carrying her emotions quietly without showing too much. But at that moment, something inside her began to shift. She felt seen in a way she had never experienced before, not for what she did, but for who she truly was. After a deep breath, Ly Tu Anh gently nodded. She slowly walked toward a small mirror in the corner of the room, still holding the dress in her hands. With a little hesitation, she decided to try it on. The room became quiet as CEO Tung and the engineer waited patiently, giving her space without saying a word. A few moments later, she stepped out wearing the dress. The fabric moved softly with her steps, and the simple elegance of it highlighted a beauty she had never fully recognized in herself. She looked at her reflection, and for the first time in a long while, she did not see someone tired or burdened. She saw someone new, someone hopeful. A small, emotional smile formed on her lips. It was not just about how she looked, but how she felt. The change was not external alone. Something inside her had quietly awakened. CEO Tung gave a gentle smile, clearly satisfied but not surprised, as if he always believed this version of her existed. The engineer looked relieved and happy, as though seeing her smile was the greatest reward he could receive. In that moment, the three of them shared a quiet understanding. No loud celebration, no extravagant party, just a sincere connection formed through kindness and care. CEO Tung softly said, "Happy birthday once again, Ly Tu Anh. May this be the beginning of a new chapter for you." She looked at them both and gave a small, grateful nod. In her heart, she knew this birthday would not be forgotten. It was not just a celebration of her birth, but a gentle reminder that she was worthy of love, change, and a brighter future ahead.